Welcome back, VC. Mark here. Welcome to Recent Vinyl Finds number 24. In this video, I'm also going to introduce a new series I'm going to start. Featuring my 7-inch collection. I'm really excited to do so. 7-inch singles are really my passion. That's the format that I started collecting when I was a kid, and it's just followed me throughout all of my life. There's so many great things about collecting 7-inch singles. Number one, the picture sleeves. They're just amazing. The artwork. The B-sides, many non-album tracks. A lot of times the bands will include a live version of the song. I love collecting 7-inch promo singles as well, and many of those will include a stereo and a mono mix of the single. And in many instances, that will be the only mono mix of the song. And it's really interesting, especially on some of the later pressings, some of the David Bowie promos and whatnot, to hear the difference between the stereo and the mono version. And the record companies did that because back in the 70s, when there were AM/FM stations, the AM stations would prefer the mono mix, and the FM stations, I believe, would prefer the stereo mix of the single. Anyway, looking forward to showing you my collection. It's extensive. I enjoy collecting old company sleeves as well, and there was so much thought and just great art direction that went into those sleeves. I'm just going to show you a couple. These are Mercury sleeves. This one is referred to as Type B, and this is from the early 1950s. Just a beautiful sleeve. Type A came out, and the only difference was Type A had the large 45 font on each side, and then a couple years later they switched to this version where they got rid of the large font. And then later in the run, let's fast forward to the early 1960s. This is referred to as Type F, and this is just a wonderful, just a really fun sleeve. I love the colors. It's really indicative of the 1960s. So again, just great artwork. I just grabbed this Warner sleeve from the 70s, so you kind of went from this to this. I mean, why get up in the morning, right? I love anything associated with 7-inch sleeves. I have the record cases and the disco rounds. I found this last week when I was hunting, this great little record case. Just going to open it here. Show you here. I mean, this was a terrible idea, just to stack records without the sleeves, but they're really fun to collect. Okay, so I only have 2 albums this week. This is the classic, Blue Note Classic release of Herbie Hancock, Maiden Voyage. This is just a wonderful, iconic Herbie Hancock album. I love Dolphin Dance, probably my favorite song on the album, and of course the title track, Maiden Voyage. Herbie Hancock can do no wrong in my eyes. He's just a masterful musician. Probably one of our greatest living musicians. Anyway, at one point I'm going to grab a bunch of LPs and kind of maybe rate them from my collection. Blue Note does such a great job. $24, you get an audiophile quality album. I'm not so concerned with the case. Never had a problem with a classic pressing, so just had great luck. And then I found this bad boy. This is an original 2004 pressing at my local record shop this week. And this is Tom Waits' Real Gone. Just a wonderful album. Just a great sounding album. It's a 2 LP set. Just a great album. What I did find in spades this week, speaking of 7-inch singles, that's why I thought this would be a great transition, was a stack of 7-inch singles. Get a load of that. top to bottom filled with funk. And I'm just going to take a couple out now. I'm going to kind of log these into my collection, and then as I go through the collection, we can go through a lot of them. But I'd just like to feature a few of them. This is Candi Staton on Fame. I'd rather be an old man's sweetheart. We're talking Muscle Shoals, Roger Hawkins, David Hood, great musicians. This is a funky track. Think of Lynn Collins, 1971. Amazing. All right, this was the holy shit moment of the bunch. This is an incredible label. I just seek out this label. I don't care who the artist is. And the label is San Francisco Records. This is out of San Francisco. The label was started in 1969 by David Rubinson and Bill Graham, famous promoter, producer. And the name of this band is Cold Blood. And the single is I'm a Good Woman. The lead singer was a lady by the name of Lydia Pence. Think 2/3 Janis Joplin, 1/3 Aretha Franklin. Amazing vocalist. Okay, anyone in the know knows what I'm holding up right now. This is really sought after, really rare. If you can find this for under maybe $80, you've done good. All these singles were $1 each. Just an amazing track. I did a needle drop. I don't know if it'll come through. A lot of the copyright control kind of negates playing these. I hope you hear it in the video. Iconic label, again, iconic band. The Who, I Can't Explain. And I'm really particular with my 45 singles. You can find these all day, and they're just shot to hell, scratched to hell. If they're not at least very good plus excellent, I just pass on them. And this is just a beautiful example on Decca. Again, I hope you come back for this series because I'm really excited to start showing my collection. Shout out to my sister. I bought myself a Project record cleaner for my 50th birthday, and for Christmas she bought me this arm extension. So now I can clean my 7-inch singles with my automatic record cleaner. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, just a couple more items. Double C. I found this. If you already have it, I'm going to keep it. These are Kiss coasters. Way cool. And then this is for my collection. This is extraordinary. This is I guess a hard rockin' steel die-cast series. And this is Queen. Get a load of that. And then just 2 CDs. I'm kind of replacing some of my print CDs because the cases are worn out or they may have been scratched. This one's the Gold Experience. They're going to release this on vinyl. Record Store Day, I believe it's going to be the June drop. And this has what I consider Prince's last magnificent pop track, and that's The Most Beautiful Girl in the World. Just an amazing album. It's going by the Symbol at this time. And the second one is Chaos and Disorder, and that was kind of his relationship with Warner Brothers around the time that this was released. But this album rocks pretty hard. It's always fun to maybe find a single that someone else may like. Boy, it's hot in here. God, someone may have turned up the heat. My goodness, it's really hot. So, like I said, always love sharing my singles with friends and whatnot. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. Stay safe.